Okay, so today we will be doing intervals, minor second intervals. Minor second intervals are for one semitone, so we should remember one semitone. So let's start. So as you see here, I have a keyboard on the top. So let's start. Let's say for this treble clef, we're trying to write semitones, or minor seconds that are going up, and for this one, that are going down. So let's see. First we have a do. We have to locate it on the keyboard, which is right over here. Right? Now this is for second, so we know we have to write one note up. Alright. But then this is minor second. And remember, for one minor second, there are one semitone. So then, we grab a different color pen. We have to write one up semitone, which is to this note. Sharp do. But this is for minor seconds. So we have to write the D equivalent, but we have to bring it down. So we have to write a D flat. We are not writing a C sharp because it's minor second, so we have to remember we have to go to the next note and work our way down. And this will be the same thing for the next one. For example, we have right here, right? I'm going to change it to color pen. We have right on this note. For this next step, we know it's still minor second, so we still have to write a mi, which is right here. So then we go to the mi. But then we still have to remember there's only one semitone. And from right to right sharp is one semitone. So we bring the E equivalent and we bring it down here to this note. So E flat. And the same thing will go for this note as well. Mi to fa. However, for this note, we have to notice that we don't have any accidentals. Because if we start at note mi and we move on to the next note, fa, this is already one semitone, so we can just leave it like this. For fa, we write so from here to here, and then we change to this middle note here. So flat. That'll be the same thing for this note, of which we start from so, we go to la, and then we go to the middle note because of one semitone. And then for la, same thing. We start a la over here. We write the next note, si. One semitone up from la will be sharp la, but then we have to write the equivalent of the B, which is to move down one semitone. So we write a flat here. But we have to notice for si here, because the next note we write is a do. If we move to the next note, there's already one semitone. So we have to remember we have a special case for minor second for this note and for this note. Okay, so that was for ascending, and now let's go to descending. So over here, we have a do here, which we're starting here. We're going one semitone down to C. We will draw to the next note, but we notice we're already here because it's already one semitone. So we move to the next one. We start at right. We move on to the next note, which is a do here. But then we have to remember that we're going down one semitone, which is to this note. But we have to write the do equivalent, so then it's supposed to be do sharp. Same thing for mi. We write right over here. And for mi, we go down to right, but then we have to bring it one semitone, so it's this middle note over here. So that note will be right, but then we add a sharp. And the same thing goes for fa to mi. But if we go down a note to a mi here for this note, we notice that it is already a semitone. So we leave it there. So the same thing, if you go by this triangle, sort of this triangle thing, you're gonna end up with the same thing every time. Because of la, so si to la, and then in the middle note here. Okay, that's for natural notes. And now we're gonna move our way down to sharp notes. Again, this is going ascending, this is descending. So here, things get a little tricky because we start actually on the sharp note itself. So for sharp do, we still have to go for right because the interval is a second. So we go here. We notice that for a minor second, if we go for sharp do and we're right near right, this is already one semitone. So we can leave like that. For sharp right, of course, we have to still write a mi, and then we modify it. Sharp right is here, but mi is already the next semitone. So it works. Sharp mi, we write at F. But sharp mi is actually this note, right over here. So then we have to move a semitone up still, because sharp mi is technically F, but we still move one semitone up. We write a sharp. Now we start on fa, and we go to so. We go to so. So this is already one semitone. Next we go to so sharp right over here. La. This is already a minor second, so nothing has to be changed. La. We write a C first. This is already a minor second. One interval, so you don't have to change anything. And then next for the last one, we start is C sharp. It's here, C, but then it's C sharp right over here. We have to go one semitone up. Here, sharp. Now the same thing goes for the lower notes. I'm going to clear this because it's a bit messy. Okay, we start at do sharp for this note. And of course we're going to something related to C. Do. But then we're going down one semitone. But then our note C is here. So then we have to move this up a semitone, sharpen. Next, we have sharp right over here. Sharp right, of course, we have to change something related to a do. However, it is over here. Because our do here is over here, we have to move it up 2 semitones here, so we don't have this interval distance of a half semitone. So then it's going to be double sharp. Next, we have mi sharp. Mi is here, mi sharp is over here. Of course, we need something related to a right over here. But our right is all the way over here. So because our note mi sharp is over here, we have to move this up 2 semitones to here to have this semitone distance. So it's going to be double sharp. Change your color pen because it's too messy. Okay, so F sharp over here for the next one. Of course, we're going to need something related to a mi. F sharp, mi, right here. We need this semitone distance, so we move this up a semitone. Okay, next we have so sharp over here. And we're going to need something to do with a fa. So we need to bring this down a semitone. But our fa is over here, so we move it up 2 semitones, which is a double sharp. Next, we have la sharp. And we have to do something related to a so. We bring this down a semitone, but then our so is over here. We bring it up 2 semitones over there. Last one, we have a C sharp, which C is here, but C sharp is over here. We do something related to a la, but then the la is over here on this colored note. We have to change this note, our C sharp. We have to move it down a semitone, so then this has to go up a semitone for it to work. Okay, and that was it for all of the sharp notes. Next, we are going to move on to our flat notes. So we're again this ascending, this descending. Okay, so this time we're starting with do over here. Of course, we need something to do with it, right? So now let's look at this do. This do is here, but then it's flat. Move on down, semitone down. So our first starting note is actually over here. And this note over here, this note is a right over here. But we need, because our first note is this, we need a semitone up, it's just here. So this note has to be moved down 2 semitones. So then we have a double flat. Okay, next note we have right flat. Right, and the right flat is over here. We need something to do with a do. So then here is our do. Right? So our do here, as you see, however, if our right here is over here and the do is over here, it's already a semitone distance. So we don't have to change anything related to the do. Next, we have a mi. We're starting on a mi flat. We need to go do something about the right. The right is already here, and it's already a semitone distance. It's perfect. You don't have to change it. Next, for fa flat, which is here, we have to do something related to a mi, but the mi is pretty much exactly the same note because fa flat is here, mi is here. So we move this down one flat. Next, we go to so flat, over here. And we have to do something related to an F. So our so flat is over here, our F is over here, there's already a semitone distance. Same thing for here. Next one. Flat la is over here. We can do something related to a so, but the so is already here, there's already a semitone distance. So we leave it. Last one, it's the same thing. It's a C flat. It's made to an A. The A is already here, it's already a semitone distance, we leave it. Next, we are going to go on to the descending part. So we're starting with a flat do, and do something related to a C. So our flat do is here, our flat do is going to be here. Our C is over here, but then we need a semitone distance. So we move this C we just wrote in, and we move it one semitone down. Next, we have flat right. Right is here, flat right is over here. This note is a do. So then we have our flat right to a do. But this is already a semitone distance, so we keep like that. Next one is flat mi. Flat mi is here. Something related to a right. Right is already here. So it is semitone distance, so we leave it. Next is flat fa. Fa is here. Flat fa is over here. We do something related to a mi. The mi is already here, so we move it down one semitone, so we have a semitone distance. Next, we have flat so over here. Do something to an F, but the F is already a semitone distance, so we leave it. Next, we have a la, flat la. We're changing a so over here. It's already a semitone distance, so we leave it. Next, we're starting with a B flat. We're doing something related to a la. La is here, already a semitone distance, so we can leave it like that.